Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Rhiannon. If you're new here, welcome to the community. Make sure you hit subscribe and the bell notification so you don't miss out when I post. I post several times a week all about the magical, the mystical, and the occult. And yeah, everything from vlogs to tutorials to sharing my personal practice and so much more. So to get into this video, as you may have already derived from the title, I have two huge announcements to make. First of which is I now have a Patreon. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time to help to nurture the community that I'm starting to foster here online, especially on YouTube. I never thought I'd be able to reach the 2,000 follower mark and actually have a small community starting to grow. And once that happened, it encouraged me to start to foster that community a lot deeper than I have been. So with this Patreon, I'm able to give you guys so much more of my practice and of my experiences and be able to help foster a beautiful community with like-minded magical people. So with all that said, I just kind of want to explain to you guys the tiers and what you can expect from them, and then I have a second announcement after this. Okay, so I currently have decided to start with 4 tiers. The first of which is more of just a donation, so if you'd like to just give a one-off donation to help support me in the channel and help me get better equipment or better supplies to be able to better the channel for you guys. That's what that tier is for, and that's just a $1 tier. And just really know that you're helping the community to be able to grow and flourish. With all these pledges from tier 1 to 4, I'm hoping to utilize this money to be able to buy better camera or a better microphone, and maybe better supplies for tutorials and stuff like that, because that does cost quite a lot. Maybe even traveling one day and being able to do certain things. I'm really into the paranormal, and maybe being able to marry the paranormal with my occult practices and just participate in those kind of cool and spooky things and collaborate with other practitioners would be a huge dream. So that's kind of where I'm aiming to put these donations. Okay, so then next we have the $5 tier. Now this is the basis of where you start getting benefits. So the $5 tier is where you get access to early YouTube videos and podcasts on my Patreon. You also get a exclusive voting power for upcoming episodes, both on podcast and YouTube. And behind the scenes content, anything that I'm feeling like I want to post and share that week, I'm going to be posting there. Maybe some of my witchy art or some of my journal prompts or an experience behind the scenes with my practice. And then you also get a discount on a certain witchy shop. More to come at the end. And then this is also the tier that starts you off on my Discord server. So I've started a Discord server for our little community to be able to communicate and share experiences and help each other grow with our practices. I know that's kind of why I started YouTube, is because I was lacking that connection with other practitioners and in my area. And since I've started YouTube, I've gained so many magical friends, and I feel so blessed to be able to actually communicate with you guys. So that's kind of what that server is for, and it also gives you easier access to asking me questions. So you're able to just at me, and I'll be able to see them a lot easier than I do, say, on an Instagram comment or on a YouTube comment. The next tier is a $10 tier. I know it's a big jump, but what you actually get from this is what I think is worth it. So you get all the stuff from before, but you also get a monthly book club. Now this is something that I wanted to do for so long, and I'm hoping people choose to partake in the book club. Otherwise, there are extra things in there. If you don't want to do a book club, we can always change it and do something else. I could maybe do a witchy zine or a pamphlet on how to do the Sabbats or something. We'll just kind of grow and change as the community grows. But I'm really hoping the book club will take off because I love reading, and this gives me an excuse to invest in more occult books, which I love. So with that, it would include a monthly book club meeting, and then we kind of decide when to do that throughout the month. I'm hoping to do it either on a Thursday evening or a Sunday. But let me know what works for you guys, and we can come up with maybe a compromise. And then with this tier, you also get monthly Book of Shadow pages, so it's either something straight from my grimoire or Book of Shadows, or you'll be getting a full-on ritual that I've created specifically for the theme of that month. And then the last tier here is a $20 tier. Now I know it's a large jump, but this is because this is like the creme de la creme, okay? This is something where you're getting the book club, you're getting the Discord access, as well as a monthly live stream with me. I'm hoping to do a monthly lunar live stream where we're either doing it on a new moon or a full moon or somewhere between those 3 days within that time span, where we can do a live ritual and I can guide you through a themed meditation of that month that I've created myself. I'm certified in guided meditation, and creating these meditations is a huge passion of mine, so it's an excuse for me to flex my muscles in that. And with that, you get a downloaded reusable audio file from that meditation, so then you can continue to use it for as long as you want. And yeah, it's like a personal downloaded meditation from me for the group collective. So we could work on certain things that we've decided within the group within that month. I'm not sure how to theme the month yet, but we can discuss that as the community grows. And then of course you get the book club and everything else before. And with this tier, I'm either thinking of adding something else onto it or adding maybe a larger tier. Let me know what you guys think, where I can do, you know, like maybe monthly like downloads for the collective or monthly downloads for individuals who pledge to that tier. You know, like channeling from Artemis or from Mercury that I work with very closely, or from Aphrodite. So I'm kind of thinking and playing with that, and I think that would be really fun, and that would probably include like a 15 to 20 minute video where I send it to you live, or we could do like a live like channeling session and book it in together. Now that one takes a little bit more of like my personal time and preparation and booking an appointment and kind of figuring that out with you guys. So if anyone decides to do that or wants to do that in the future, I'm definitely open to doing that as well. So just let me know. And yeah, that is kind of the Patreon so far. And I'm hoping to let it ebb and flow and change and grow as the community changes. But that's kind of what I've got set up. I hope I've kind of covered everything for everyone. And you know, starting this Patreon, it has two reasons behind it. One, I want to nurture and grow my community that I'm slowly starting to grow and really interact with you guys. But two is I want it to help me get to another level in the occult sphere that I am working towards. And this is a huge dream of mine. Like a lot of you, I'm sure, have dreamed about doing this, but I've always, since I was very small, wanted to be my own, you know, entrepreneur, my own boss. And I've always created different packagings and things like that to offer for witchy goods. And I have like books full of things that I've like drawn as a kid. It's something I've always dreamt of, so without beating around the bush, because I'm nervous, I'm launching my own witchcraft cult shop. Now, this is a huge dream. I always thought growing up as a kid I wanted to be a singer. You know, maybe pursuing this path will allow me to even do that, to create occult music and pagan music for people, or even just for myself. But I've discovered over the last few years that music is more of one of my personal medicines that I am learning to grow and nurture, and it's something that I could offer as a medicine and a service to others, and it is a medicine for myself. But I don't think it's like my life path. For me, I feel like my life path is becoming a witchy occult shop owner, offering oddities and witchcraft supplies and curated blends of oils and powders and candles and services. And I'm hoping one day, if I get large enough, I'm able to one day open my own brick and mortar store and offer all kinds of healings as well. So yeah, just to recap kind of what I want to sell in the shop. I definitely want to hear down in the comments a lot of what you would like to see in an occult shop. What are things that you can't easily get in your area? Like what kind of herbs are you wanting? Like for example, for myself, I couldn't get true dragon's blood resin for the life of me, and I had to beg my shop in my area to get it for me, and they were so gracious to be able to do that, and they usually listen to us. But sometimes it's not guaranteed and you need something right away. So I want to offer those things that are like maybe harder to grab, that are more specialty items that you're looking to add into your occult apothecary. I want to offer herbs, both, edible and spell work herbs, and, teas and tinctures eventually. I'm working on getting my herbal certification to become an herbalist. So once that happens, I'll be able to start offering those kinds of things. I really want to eventually offer, ritual body care and bath products for ritual, for skincare. Other than that, I really want it to be a traditional witchcraft shop. I want to sell occult books and journals and tarot cards. I would love to be able to sell, like handmade candles and ritual kits. And I'm thinking about doing, like a starter kit, a basic love kit. And the difference with these kind of kits, they're going to be curated where it's not just a basic kit, it's curated to a ritual that I've crafted for a specific purpose. So it's something you can either do like a custom order for a specific purpose and you're able to do the spell working yourself, or you can do a general, like say love working for self-love. And it's a general working that I've created a couple different ways, maybe using a tea or like an herbal bath or a gua sha massage for your face, that kind of thing. Yeah, so this is kind of my idea. I guess I'll share the name here. I can edit it out if I don't feel comfortable later. But you can follow me on Instagram. And the shop won't be up for a while. I have a few things to secure, but you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Enchanted Esoterica, and this is going to be, my witchy gothic elven apothecary witchy dream. So you can go follow me there. I'll be posting polls to see what kind of things you want to see in the shop, maybe crystals. I'm open to almost anything, but with the basis of this shop, I really wanted to focus on helping the earth, and I didn't really know how to do that other than these two following things. So it's not going to be in place immediately as I open the shop, but it's going to be a priority to get it installed into my framework within the first year. So one is to be giving donations back to reforestation in my local area, so helping to reforest the Alberta plains, to help reforest like BC. We've had a lot of horrible wildfires, just trying to reforest forests in general. So I'm going to be looking into different charities that I can donate to. So a part of every purchase is going to be taken out of my personal pocket and into the donations for that. And then also another thing that's close to my heart that I would eventually like to work into my framework of my business is to help reestablish and protect our waterways. So that's a huge thing for me as well. And yeah, I'm hoping I can make a difference with that and help you guys all along the way with your witchy journey and help you get the supplies that you need and be able to talk about the occult and witchcraft and magic and folklore all day, every day would be a huge dream of mine, and eventually being able to do this full time would be like my end goal. So, you know, maybe being able to offer courses or, you know, eventually, if all things go the way I would hope, open a local brick and mortar shop would be so cool, and being able to offer physical services and healings would be incredible as well. But yeah, I think I've rambled enough. You can definitely check me out here and maybe become a Patreon of mine, and you can find all the links to everything down in the description box below. And I'm so thankful and grateful to all of you who have decided to subscribe to my channel, and just know I'm gearing up for so much content in the future. I'm hoping autumn is going to be the start of a lot of content for you, and I'm trying out new ways of posting. So, you know, keep checking back frequently. I'm not going to be on a specific day anymore. I am going to kind of be posting every 3 to 5 days in between there. But you know, you may have a random video pop up. I have both podcasts and YouTube videos going up. So it's either a podcast or going to be YouTube several times a week. So definitely check back. And if you're not yet subscribed, make sure you join our Coven family and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss out when I post. And make sure you share this with a fellow witchy friend or family member, because I'd love to grow my community larger and see what you guys are looking for, seeing what you're missing in your local occult shops, and maybe I can help offer that for you. I love you all so very much. Thank you so much for being part of my magical family, and I'm excited for this journey. Whether or not it may grow slowly or quickly, I'm just excited to start. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!